Hello everybody. Angie here. I am coming on for my make for hashtag Faith-Filled Collaging 2025. This is a creative series that myself and Anna G over at Making Joyful Journals started in 2024. And we had so much fun with it. We brought it back the second series this year and enjoying every minute of it. This is a bi-weekly collage, so you do 2 a month. We make our posts normally on Wednesdays. And yeah, it's a guided prompt. We give you prompts that guide you along, and then anything in addition to that you would like to include is completely up to you. It's just sharing our love for the Lord with our love for crafting. Can't go wrong. If it's something that interests you, please feel free to join in at any time. In the description box below, there will be all the information, the links that you need to print the prompt list, as well as a copyright-free sheet of images for you to help get started if it's something that you might need or want. And yeah, that's about it. We are up to July 2nd. The Bible verse is Proverbs 20:27. The focal image is a lantern. The color, primary color to be used is peach. Paper choice is sheet music, and for some type of texture like acetate or plastic or something like that. Okay, and that's just a guideline and help get you going, and then you can include anything else that you want. Now you can work in your Bible, you can work on a scrap piece of paper, notepad, you can make some actual ephemera bits, pockets, and journal pages, things like that, whatever you want to make. We're just focusing on kind of like a collage, okay? But completely do what works best for you and the pieces that you have. All right? Me, myself, I am working in my coloring book Bible. Now, this one I am posting a little bit late. I do apologize about, just because of the holiday and had a couple other things going on, so I just could not get to it. And I apologize for that, but hopefully I should be back on track for the next one. I did go ahead and do my make, so I'm just going to walk you through what I did, and it's going to be quick and easy, okay guys? Now again, it is Proverbs 20:27, and I left my page marked here, and here we are. Let me make sure I'm in frame. All right, there we go. Isn't that pretty? I love the way it came out. Here is the verse, Proverbs 20:27. The focal image was lantern, and I used several of them. And there is a freebie in the link below, but I couldn't find it. I cut it out, put it aside somewhere, and misplaced it or lost it. I'm not sure which, but I couldn't find it when I did this. The color is peach, and that is in the background here. Sheet music, I've got sheet music and acetate, okay? So for the background piece, I just used a piece of 12 by 12 paper and cut it down. And I loved it because it had these leaves and stuff. And I wanted to use both. This was one corner and this was kind of the other corner. But I couldn't figure out how to do that. So I just cut a piece down to the size of my coloring book Bible. Removed the inner part where it shows the words, the verses. Okay, and then I just decorated along the sides. Now, this was kind of a peach. It is kind of a peachy pink, but it's more of a peach. Okay, so I put that down in the background. Then for sheet music, excuse me, I had this little 8 by 8 piece of paper. And as you can see, I just cut one small piece out. And I put a piece right here because that had a butterfly there, and I didn't like it. So I put that one there to cover that, and then this is just the other little piece left over, and it fit right in that corner, okay? Then this already had like a mirror, what to me like a frame, or either a picture frame or a mirror, okay? And what I did there, and I don't know how well you can see it, but I put some acetate on there to make it look like a mirror, to kind of give it that, reflective look, to make it look like a mirror. Okay, so that is my acetate, my sheet music, my peach color, and lanterns, okay? And then what I did was I did some little squiggly lines connecting each of the lanterns. Then this one goes down here, this one goes to here, Okay, and then here, here, and so on. And I wanted it to kind of look like a wire, you know, like the string of lights. But I didn't want to go over the words too much, so I used a highlighter. And then when I did the highlighter, I don't know, looks okay, I guess. But it's not as emphasis on, you know, a string of lights the way I wanted it to look. The only way I think I could get that is go back over with a pen or a darker pencil. And I don't want to take away from the verses. So I'm just going to leave it as is. I do like it. And then I tried to do some little balls here and there to kind of pull it all together like a string of lights. But I don't know how well you're able to see that either. But that is what I came up with. Okay? And I am pleased with it. I am pleased with it. And the verse reads, let's go over that. Proverbs 20:27. The human spirit. Let me start over. Proverbs 20:27 reads, the human spirit is the lamp of the Lord that sheds light on one's inmost being. Okay? And to me, that reads and that means God is in us. God is with us. You know, he knows our thoughts, our feelings, our intentions and desires and stuff. Even sometimes we don't even know. He is in us. He is with us. So why not walk with God? Walk in the light. Let that light lead us to being daily, to being a better person, to being just a good human being, and, you know, walk with God every day of your life. Okay, you will only be a better person for it. And that's what that means to me. Okay, so kind of like have a, you know, string of lights so he can guide you through your daily walk with him in the world. Okay, and then I just put some little notations here. Like I just said, God knows our thoughts. He knows our intentions. He knows our desires. Let the light of the Lord guide you. Okay, so that I think is really special and really important. And I do try to you know, just let him guide me each and every day. You know, we're human, we're flawed, we're going to make mistakes, but as long as you carry him with you each and every day, you can't go wrong. Okay, and that is really, really special, and that means a lot to me. And that is what I've got. Now, trying to see if you can see that right there, that acetate a little bit, and I just glued it down. But still, I am very pleased. I did not want to take away from the text on the page, so I tried my best to fussy cut those little leaves out, and I didn't glue them down. So then if I come back to this page, I can kind of lift the leaves up and see the actual words. You know, we only miss a word here and there, but still, I didn't want to take away from that text portion. But that's all I've got for you guys. I think I'm really pleased with how it turned out. And yeah, I hope you like it also. Okay, again, like I said, if this is something that interests you, please join in, have some fun, get creative, and do as much or as little as you like. Like I said, the information will be in the description box below where you can download and print this prompt list as well as the freebie sheet also. And there's like about 12 or so or 15 pictures, you know, images that you can use from. And they're all these images: the sun, gears, eagle, heaven, mountains, path, clay pot, earth, sunrise, things like that. Because, you know, some of them might be kind of unusual. You may not have that readily at hand. But if you have something that you could print off real quick, it's very helpful. Okay? Alrighty, again, hashtag Faith-Filled Collaging 2025. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Please hop over to Anna G's, check out her make for the exact same prompt, see what she came up with, as well as some other people that are supporting this series and are following along with this creative series with us. And their names will be in the description box below also. Okay? That's all I've got for you today, guys. Thank you so very much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. As always, take care, God bless, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.